All right, Nick, with the unpredictable nature of the housing market and not necessarily knowing if it's going to take a week or 6 months to find that home, um, how long is the pre-approval good for once you go through that process?
Your pre-approval is good for, well, I'm going to answer that in a few ways. So your credit report is good for 4 months.
Okay.
So once we hit the 4 month mark, I just have to run your credit again, which is really easy. A few clicks of the mouse. And so that re-ups your credit report. It's going to also update balances on your credit cards, or if you got a new loan, things like that. So keep that in mind. So 4 months there for credit. Every month that goes by, I'm going to likely need updated pay stubs, bank statements, things like that. So keep that in mind as well. So in general, I tell people 4 months though is really the thing that we're looking at, and then it's really simple though to just run your credit again.
Okay. So it's quick to update, even if your search drags on a little bit longer than you were hoping.
Which is pretty typical right now. Yeah, it's not uncommon to have somebody be looking for a few months, 5-6 months, and then pull the trigger.
All right, Nick. So our clients just went under contract on a house. We got the signed around purchase and sale that's just been delivered to you. Now what?
Yeah, so after the round of high fives, and congratulations on the accepted offer. So that's really honestly when a lot of the work for me starts. So after I get the signed contract, we can lock your interest rate. So you can't lock your rate until you have a signed contract. So we're going to really dive into the nitty gritty on the interest rates, the pricing that you want to lock into. From there, I also create your loan estimate. So you're going to get a really clear document that outlines the transaction, all the fees, all of everything. So there's no surprises. Absolutely. And then from there, once you have viewed and signed your loan estimate, we are going to order the appraisal. And that's where the thing that usually takes longer in the whole transaction, that's the thing we're waiting for. It can take a week or two for the appraisal to get back into my hands and certify the value that you're purchasing this home for.
What's typical? Is that a 2-week thing, 4 weeks? How long does this process take?
Well, from the time I get the contract in my hands to closing and you get the keys, 30 days is pretty typical. It can happen a little quicker than that sometimes. Sometimes there's a reason people want it to be 45 days.
Sure.
So that's usually not the case, though. It's usually like, let's get in there right now. So 30 days is a great timeline to kind of plan for. And in that time, we're not opening new lines of credit. We're not changing jobs. We're staying in close communication with your lender,
Sure,
your realtor. So we're all on the same page. I send out updates every Tuesday and Friday, milestone updates. Appraisals ordered, rates locked. We're expecting the appraisal this date. We're through underwriting. I've got all the conditions that the underwriters want from the borrowers checked off the list. So each one of those is a milestone. So Tuesdays and Fridays, you're going to get an email from me, just filling in the blanks for each milestone until closing.
That's great. Always knowing where we're at in the process.